Today we are solving the problem 2364, count number of paired pairs. You're given a zero indexed array nums. A pair of indices I, j is a paired pair if j is greater than I and j minus I is not equal to nums of j minus nums of I. And we have to return the total number of paired pairs in nums. So going off to start this problem, if you look at some examples in the problem, particularly the second example, you can find the intuition that you know there has to be some sort of ordering for there to be good pairs, because let's consider the uh, reverse. So if you find the number of good pairs in nums, you can use a bit of math to find the number of bad pairs. For example, if n is 4, the maximum number of uh, good pairs or pairs that could form are 6. So I mean you get that by n minus 1 times n by 2, because for the first index you could form 3 other pairs. For the second index you could form 2, and for the third index you could form 1. So that formula is n times n minus 1 by 2. And so if you figure out that part, you're almost there. uh, just a hidden detail which can be found in the second hint is that you can write the equation in this form as well. So nums of I minus I is equal to nums of j minus j. So this is valid as well. So if you reframe nums in this way and just check the count of the same number of values. For example, if we reframe the nums array in the first example in that format, it would be 4 0, that's gonna be 3 minus 2 1 and 0. So the count of 0, or the count of same number of elements, and if you choose 2 from that count, so again, and going back to the NC2 formula from 2 days back, uh, you can find the number of good pairs and then use our equation to find the number of bad pairs. So I'll read the code which can explain it a bit better. Write n as length of nums, and let's call it good pairs is equal to n times n minus 1 by 2. Let's say we have a count that we're gonna store, and in the end we're gonna return that pairs minus count. So as discussed, we can modify our nums array. So we can say nums is equal to nums of I minus I for I in range n. And then so we can just iterate over nums, and we can store the count of each distinct value in a hash map or a default dictionary. So let's say pairs, and so pairs of x equal to 1, and we can define an NC2 function which takes a num and it returns the NC2 of num, which is num times num minus 1 by 2. Then we iterate through all the values in pairs, and for all the values that are greater than equal to 2, where we can actually choose uh, two numbers, we can just add to the count NC2 of that value. This should be good enough. Valid syntax. So this is not correct. Okay. Let's give it a submit. Yeah, pretty efficient offline solution. Uh, I struggled with it for a while. Then I got to the second hint, and uh, then it was really easy. All right, see you tomorrow.